Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a great day. Today, we've come across some good news and some not so good news. Hopefully, most of you aren't affected. We'll get into it though. I'm also recording in a new space, so hopefully, the sound is all right. So, first off, we'll be going over rumors on Ripple acquisitions growing among XRP investors after Brad Garlinghouse says some remarks. We also have this is pretty interesting. Chinese state TV just shilled DeFi and Ethereum to hundreds of millions of users. And if we go to the not so good news today, we have not your keys, not KUCoins. KUCoin basically experienced a hack, and about $150 million worth of customer funds has gone missing. I hope most of you weren't affected. I was actually affected. I did have some funds on KUCoin. Now, thankfully, I didn't have all my funds on KUCoin, but I did just recently sell some tokens on KUCoin, and they were sitting there. So we'll see what happens, and I'll keep you guys updated on that. But personally, I'm really thankful that, and hopefully you guys are thankful too if you're not keeping your crypto on exchanges. This is a prime example. This is like a reminder. Never keep all your crypto on exchanges. Obviously, if you're trading or something, yeah, you need some crypto on exchanges. You're going to be assuming some risk, but your long-term bags, I mean, your really long-term bags, your 100K Bitcoin bags, your $20 XRP bags, those things really need to be in cold storage because look at what just happened. But with that said, let's get into it. Let's start with the rumors on Ripple. So a statement by Ripple CEO Brad, like how they say Bradley Garlinghouse, can't get it right. In a recent episode of Ripple Drop is fueling speculation among XRP investors that the payment startup is on the cusp of announcing more acquisitions. According to Garlinghouse, Ripple is looking to strategically grow its business amid the current economic climate following a big fundraise. They got about $200 million in Series C funding. This was a while back, and Brad says, we need to be more prudent about business decisions, but we'll probably, because of the strengths we're coming from, look at how we strategically grow the business and, look at deals, look at investments and potential acquisitions in the coming months. The comments from the Ripple chief have investors on the XRP forum, XRP chat, pondering what's on the table. Garlinghouse says the global pandemic is presenting major challenges for all businesses, including the cross-border payments industry, but he remains optimistic that businesses will thrive. He goes on to say that the volatility of the economy creates some uncertainty for global payments. On one hand, there's no doubt that we live in a global, interconnected world. There's a lot of migrant workers, and the pandemic may slow down some of that, but there's no doubt that we'll continue to move money around the world. I don't think it's going to change anytime soon. In September of last year, Ripple acquired trading firm Algorand and the decentralized payment startup Logos and invested $50 million in MoneyGram and has a nearly 10% stake in the remittance firm. So pretty cool, guys, looking to acquire deals, investments, definitely some good stuff coming from Ripple, right? It shows they have the capital to actually buy and invest things. We know they got that $200 million in Series C funding. So we'll continue to see what happens for Ripple and what happens for the XRP token. Now moving on. Chinese state TV just shilled DeFi and Ether to hundreds of millions of users. A branch of Chinese state TV that has hundreds of millions of viewers recently did a segment on cryptos, and it discussed Ethereum and DeFi, among other topics. In an unexpected turn of events, the China Central TV, a state broadcaster with 1 billion users across its channels, aired a segment at one of its top channels on cryptocurrencies. Matthew Graham, an investor with a focus on crypto assets based in China, shared the segment aired to cctv2 viewers to his Twitter feed. Contradicting the sentiment that China is staunchly against crypto, the segment purportedly covered how digital assets are the best performing asset class year to date, outperforming gold and stocks. In a key part of the clip, the anchors discussed Ethereum, mentioning how it is a top performer in the cryptocurrency markets, having outpaced Bitcoin, XRP, and a number of other top altcoins. As to why this is the case, DeFi was cited, as was the fears of inflation in fiat currency. Now going on, Andrew Kang, the founder of Mechanism Capital, commented in July of this year that Chinese investment in crypto is its own beast, presumably referencing the craze of 2017 and 18 and how China was a key force in that. Others have made similar comments, pointing to the importance of hundreds of millions of investors and their view on crypto assets. With the DCEP and the last Bitcoin craze, most are aware of cryptocurrency and basic subjects, but will be waiting on the government or some authority to give direction on what they should do. This is from Jason Choi. He says broke, and I think he's referring to broke mindset. So broke is DeFi gaining traction, but still under 5% of total market cap. Where so he says woke is viewing it as there's record quantitative easing and stimulus back on the table. It's all one trade. He goes on to say 1.2 billion retail investors, right? The people who were watching the cctv2 channel, 1.2 billion people just heard about DeFi, just heard about Ethereum. So really, really cool, guys. Yeah, 1.2 billion people, even putting, let's say you have 1.2 billion people, they put $1 into Ethereum. Now you have 1.2 billion in extra added market cap. So it's really insane to be in front of that many people, because we know, of course, not everybody is going to invest. But of course, we also know most people aren't going to invest just $1. So we'll see what comes out of it. I remember back in the 2017 bull run, you know, China and the Asian countries was a big thing, right? We'd go to sleep and we'd just be like, all right, let's see what Asia does in the morning. Let's have them pump this. So this is very, very extremely bullish, I personally think. Now, if you guys like cryptocurrency videos like the one you're watching now, we go over Bitcoin, altcoins, and everything going on in the crypto space to try to keep you up to date. Then make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you're notified every time I upload. If you guys could also do me a favor and like the video. Liking the video helps the YouTube algorithm in pushing this video tremendously. So all your likes, your comments, I thank you so much for all of the support. Let's go into prices for today. Bitcoin at 10,600, Ethereum at 349, XRP at 23 cents, Lynx at $10. We have Cardano at 9.5 cents, Litecoin at $45, EOS at 254, got a 2.5 cent Tron, Tezos at $2.13, Stellar 7 cents, Cosmos 466. So there's most of your tokens right there. Our fear and greed index for today is at 47, which is interesting. Even yesterday, 45 in fear. Interesting despite the KUCoin hack. And one of the things that we've seen, that I've seen some people writing about is, you know, the crypto markets aren't really dumping that much because of the KUCoin hack, which this is a pretty large crypto hack, and we'll move on to it right now. But you know, Bitcoin isn't really tanking, at least not yet. So not your keys, not KUCoins, red flags ignored. Let's dive into this a little bit. So a dizzying lack of transparency as the crypto exchange is hacked and $150 million in customer funds goes missing. Back in April of 2020, Cointelegraph took a close look at KUCoin, investigating the apparent lock of the primary domain name, which was a result of a legal case under the jurisdiction of the High Court of Singapore. They concluded that, and keep in mind, KUCoin is based out of Singapore. So they say, in the absence of clarity from any of the individuals mentioned in this article or from the company itself, users of the KUCoin cryptocurrency exchange will likely want answers on whether they are sending their money to Singapore, Seychelles, I don't know how to say that, China, or anywhere else in the world. Now, 150 million is missing from KUCoin, and what has been described by the exchange as a security incident. Okay, so that's the main thing, you know, a dizzying lack of transparency, because they're calling this a security incident. We'll also pull up one of KUCoin's tweets so you can see this. And while the directors of the exchange refused to answer our questions 5 months ago and implied that our accurately sourced reporting was untrue, perhaps their customers will hold them to account this time. So this goes on to say, you know, in March of 2020, there was a class action lawsuit against KUCoin. In another suit, the exchange was alleged to have engaged in an unlicensed security offering. A few days before those legal woes began to surface, KUCoin announced a corporate restructuring, which included reassigning the company's trademark from one registered entity to another and appointing a new director whose affiliation with the exchange had been previously unclear. If we go on, we have missing gaps and knowledge gaps. So they say, despite countless warnings about the perils of leaving funds on exchanges, crypto traders continue to trust that the security of exchanges and the integrity of their staff is sufficient to prevent the loss of their tokens. Despite countless warnings, they are wrong. KUCoin also goes on to say that, like, they have some type of insurance fund. So they say Johnny Liu of KUCoin has insisted that customers should, quote, please rest assured that if any user funds are affected by this incident, it will be covered completely by KUCoin and our insurance fund. So I won't go much more into it. It is a long article, but the main point is $150 million worth of funds on KUCoin has been stolen. Let's move on to their tweet. So this is their pinned tweet. This is the latest updates about KUCoin's security incident. They added BTC suspicious addresses, Orion protocol, reissued ORN via a token swap, Covesting froze the affected COV, and Cardia Chain deployed a new KAI today. They say we'll continuously update the progress. And one of the tweets replying to this, and one of the things that I saw, because like I said, I personally have some funds on KUCoin, and I noticed that my deposit and withdraw, I could not do it. So if you go out to KUCoin right now and you try to deposit or withdraw, it's going to be impossible. So I was going to tweet them, but I saw this tweet. So deposit and withdrawal suspended. What's going on? KUCoin responded, "Hi, we will resume the function within a week. Kindly stay tuned for further updates. Thank you." And I saw another person ask the same question, and it was basically the same response from KUCoin that they're within a week. Here's the thing. Do I think KUCoin has the right to stop me from sending my funds? No, I don't. I think I should be able to send my funds because KUCoin's the exchange, and they're, in theory, right, they're supposed to be your tokens, but keep in mind, not your keys, not your crypto, right? Okay, so we got to make that clear. At the same time, KUCoin's being hacked. Hackers are moving funds out of KUCoin. So for them to freeze addresses could be a good decision in stopping the hacker or stopping more hacks. Now, does it suck that you can't move your coins if they weren't hacked off of KUCoin? Yes, it does. It's like we're kind of trusting KUCoin. If this is an inside job or an exit scam or something like that, then we could all be screwed. But, if this is really helping to stop the hacker from moving coins off, if freezing all of our accounts is really a necessary step to take, then again, it shouldn't really affect anybody here. If you guys have been watching my channel, watching my videos, and a lot of people say this too, right, is not your keys, not your crypto, get your coins off of exchanges. The amount of coins that I had on KUCoin is probably like 2, 3, maybe 4% of my entire cryptocurrency portfolio. So it hurts to lose it, but I'm not destroyed, which is the same way you guys should be too, right? If you had some coins on KUCoin, maybe you feel a little sick to your stomach, you lost some money, but you should not be completely destroyed and like, oh, now I'm going to make no money and I have no more money to invest, because your coins should be on cold storage, okay? If they weren't on cold storage and you did get hacked in this, and you did lose all your money, please take it as a learning lesson, because just because KUCoin got hacked doesn't mean it's the end of Bitcoin, doesn't mean it's the end of XRP or Ethereum or any other coin. KUCoin being hacked is going to be, people are going to forget about it. And Bitcoin and XRP and Ethereum and, and crypto as a whole, right? Just cryptocurrencies, period, are still going to move on to change the world. So if you did lose all your money, don't quit crypto, because you're here for a reason, right? It's not crypto's fault. It's you had your coins on an exchange. So hopefully you guys take it as a learning experience for any of you guys affected. I kind of knew this, and I even still had some coins on there. But again, if you're trading and stuff like that, you're going to take losses on exchanges when they do get hacked, right? I guess one of the most important things could be if you are trading on an exchange, so you have to keep your funds on the exchange, take your profits off the exchange, right? Put your profits into cold storage or put them into your bank account or whatever you do with them. Just don't leave all your profits on an exchange. All right, with that said, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit subscribe to the channel, hit the bell. Make sure you like the video. That helps out tremendously. And yeah, hope you guys are all doing well. So see you on the next video. Have a great day, everybody.